All right, hey dudes and dudettes, you got your what is this? Maybe your second or your third flipped classroom. Today we're out of the building, working on some math stuff for you. So we're gonna do a flipped classroom. It's really a convenient way to do it. You still get the lesson from me, and you also get the chance to work on your worksheet. Okay, so by now you should have your worksheet sitting in front of you. Today we're going over ratios and rates, as you can see. I'm gonna do um, like how I do on my Jamboard on the smartboard. I'm just going to do it right here in front of you, so it looks familiar. It's not a new format, and you're comfortable with it. Um, so remember ratios and rates. We're going to use the fishtail. So you'll need a calculator. You'll need your marker and a whiteboard. Okay. So remember, if you have a fishtail, we'll go over that here in a minute. But you're going to have to multiply, cross multiply, divide, and bring back. Okay. And so you'll notice this is just the first two problems on your page. And then if you flip it over, there's unit rates, and I'm going to do the first three on that page. All right. So we're going to be on the ratio side first. And we're going to, number one is kind of breaking it down for us. And then number two is more of a unit rate problem, if that makes sense. All right. So let's keep working. All right. So it says Pam is making fruit punch for a party using the ratio of 2 cups of club soda. So you'll find that right here. Okay. 2 cups. And to 5 cups of juice right here. Complete the table to show equivalent ratios for increasing number of guests. So you'll notice it's going 2, 4, 6, 8, or I'm sorry, 2, 4, 8, 10. And this is going 5, 10. So we're going to have to figure out these mixed pieces. If it went 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, we know we'd be going up by 2s. But we're not. It goes 2, 4, 8, 10. So we're going to have to figure out the equivalent ratio that goes here. Okay. So we're going to have to fill out this remaining blank chart. And I think for me, the best way to do it is just to do a fishtail for each one of them. Okay. So the 2 over 5 is done for you, and so is the 4 over 10. So the best thing to do for me, in my opinion, is just to start with the 4 over 10. So it's already kind of built for you. You'll notice right here that this piece right here is going to be our fishtail. So remember, this thing lags just a little bit. So this is going to be equivalent to writing like 4 over 10 is equal to 8 over, we don't know yet, right? And so if you got your calculator, we're going to start at our incomplete ratio, cross multiply, divide, and bring back. All right. So really in my head, I know that 8 times 100 is 800. So let me get my trusty calculator here, and we'll do 800 divided by my 4 here. Okay. No, I'm sorry, not 800, Jesse. 8 times 10 is 80, and we're going to divide that by 4, and we have a grand total of 20. So our missing ratio in this piece is 20. And then you're just going to continue that piece on. So now we have a completed ratio here. So let me erase this box. Let me erase this whole thing. So now I have this completed ratio here, and we have an incomplete ratio here. So we're just going to transfer it over again. So I have 8 over 20 is equal to 10 over blank. All right. So use our trusty calculator here. 10 times 20 divided by 8, and we get 25. And last but not least, now we've got 10 over 25 here, and we're comparing it to something over 50. Cross multiply, divide, bring back. All right. So again, get your calculator. 10 times 50, all right, divided by 25, and you have 20. Okay. So there's that piece. You just completed that chart. And now, let me erase some of this junk off of here So now we're on to number 2. All right, 20. So 20, 25, and 20. All right, so let's talk about number 2. So Pam's ratio is 2 cups of club soda to 5 cups of juice, which we saw right here already. Barry's making punch with 3 cups of club soda to 8 cups of juice. So Barry's making a different kind of juice. All right, so let's just write this as it happens. All right, so Barry, that's going to be B for Barry, is 3 to 8. So it's soda to juice. Okay, and then Erin's over here doing her thing with 4 cups of club soda to 10 cups of juice. Whose ratio is the same as Pam's? All right, so Pam's, if you remember, is over here. It's 2 to 5. We have soda to juice. So again, it wants an equivalent ratio. So which one of these would be equal to Pam's? How might we figure that out? By working further out and finding a pattern where eventually it would match by writing an equivalent ratio. Okay, so if I blow this up, can 2 ever become, so this is our main one. So I'm going to box this. This is our main guy. This is Pam. All right. So can Pam, I'm going to look at our numerators. Can Pam's 2 ever equal 3? Nope. Doesn't work. 2 times nothing is 3. Can 2 equal 4? Yes. If I multiply the numerator times 2, I'll get 4. So we're on to something. Let's look at our denominators because the numerator is not just enough. If Erin has 10 for its juice, can I multiply this by 2 to get 10? Yes, I can. So remember, math's always fair. So whatever I do at the top of my ratio, I have to do the bottom. They act very much like fractions, right? And so 2 times 2 is 4. Whatever I do at the top, I have to do the bottom. 5 times 2 is 10. So that means that these two guys are equal. Right? That's right here. 2 times 5 right here times 2 is 4. 5 times 2 is 10. So an equivalent ratio of soda to juice would also be Erin. Okay? All right. So you'll have the rest of that page to work on. They're very similar. You don't have any more charts, but you're going to have to do some fishtails. Don't forget your labels. You'll notice, man, I've got labels in everything over here, right? I want to make sure my soda stayed with my soda and my juice stayed with my juice, or else I'd be scratching my head confused as all get out right now, okay? So remember your fishtails, remember your labels, remember things stay together. Math is fair, all right? Let's move on to number 2. Get that trusty calculator up again. There we go. All right, so same thing here. We're going to talk about unit rates. And remember, a unit rate needs to have a 1 in it, right? You're trying to find per mile. Anytime you see that per in it or singular, you were trying to solve for that one thing, all right? So David drove 135 miles in 3 hours. The thing wants us to find the unit rate, all right? So the worksheet's like find the unit rate. So it gives us, you can do it any way you want, but I'm going to set it up as, let's go hours over miles. Hours over miles. Hours, miles. Notice my labels, okay? And ask yourself, do I care about 1 mile or 1 hour? And almost every single one of you right now is going, I care about the hours. I don't care how far I can go for 1 mile. I want to go 1 hour. So we're going to keep our 1 with our hours, okay? And so, let me erase this guy here. So, again, we're back to our major thing. We're going to use our fishtail. 1 times 35 is 35, right? And then we're going to divide. So 135 divided by 3 equals 45. So we're going to divide by 3 just like I said. Bring it on back and you get 45 miles per hour. Okay? Not bad there. I'm going to do the medium apples down below. All right, so there's 3 medium apples, have about 285 calories. All right, so I'm going to call it apples, and I have 3, and calories is 285. All right, do you think I care about 1 apple or 1 calorie? Let's be real, 1 calorie, like you sneeze, you get a calorie, right? So we care about the apple. We care about how many calories are in 1 apple. So cross multiply, divide, bring back, all right? So let's clear our calculators. I know 1 times anything is that thing, so 285 divided by 3 is 95 calories. Okay? All right, so here's what I wanted you to do on number 3. Try number 3 on your own, pause it, and then press play, and then let's compare answers. So go ahead and pause it now, and then press play when you have your answer. Okay? All right, so hopefully you worked it, you paused it, you're waiting to hear if you got your answer right. Let's work it. All right, so we got 13-ounce package of pistachios, costs $5.99. So we'll go 13 ounces, because again, I don't care if it's pistachios or not. And let's do cost is $5.99. All right. So again, I don't care how many ounces I'm going to get for $1. I care cost per ounce. All right, per ounce. All right. So 1 times $5.99 divided by 13 is, let's get it on our calculators. 1 times anything is that number, so $5.99. We got a decimal there. Divided by 13 ounces. Oh, so look at here. We got this big, nasty number. This is math. This is money. So we really only care about the first 2 decimal places, right? So for 1 ounce, it's 46 cents. Okay? 46 cents per ounce. If you want to know if you're in the ballpark, you could type it in. So 0.46 times your 13 ounces that you bought, better be really close to $5.99. My goodness, we're 1/100th off. Okay, so that's the right idea. We're right in the right ballpark. Okay, so you'll have the rest of that page to work on. You'll use a chart for 4, 5, and 6. You'll do a unit rate, and it says round nearest cent per ounce. Make sure you pay attention to that. And then number 8, you're getting the whole page is just talking unit rates for you for the most part. Okay. So remember, the big thing here is all unit rates are over 1, right? You're trying to solve for a singular thing. You're going to cross multiply, divide, fishtail everything you do. Just make sure you have your labels so you don't get confused what goes with what. Okay. If you have questions, please ask. When you're done, you're going to turn it in and you'll have directions from there. All right. Good luck.